Alright, howdy all you Warhammer 40k people.
And you thought I talked too much, Commander. How about these chosen, huh?
Wow, I cannot believe that just happened. Okay, well, um, I hope y'all are all having a good morning. Mine is now ruined because of Central. Um, but this video is gonna be, it's a little bit different than the other ones in the series because this is more of a showcase. Dim just gave us a new version of the mod. If you subscribe to Thomas, the Tommy Trials, then you already know because he just released a video last night. I was gonna do one too. I was gonna do this video last night, but I went to the movies with my wife, so that didn't happen. Um, so I'm doing it now. He showed off the emblems, I think, the new ones. Um, but I'm going to go through all of them, and I tried to customize the soldiers as best I could to what they would look like if they were from that chapter. Um, so yeah, so let's just jump right into it. Let's see. I'm trying to think of. I want to do the ones. I want to do the ones that were already in the game first. So I'll probably cut this into like pieces, and I'll do the ones that are already in first, since I'm not sure if we've actually, between me, him, and Shadow, if we've actually shown the like 8 or 9 that were in the first version. But there's, oh gosh, there's like, there's a good, well, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, actually 19, because I think one of these is a guard. But yeah, so there's 19 now. And I think there were just 8. So we've been pretty busy. They've been pretty busy. I made some of the emblems for them, and they put them in the game. But yeah, so let's get into it. So ignore the names; they're not important. So we got the Black Templars. Their actual emblem. I know if you've been watching my playthrough, and probably Thomas has had them in his too. They had the Raven Guard emblem, but now they have the correct Black Templar emblem, and they look pretty good, if I do say so myself. I did not work on that one; they already had it, so I can't even say anything about it. And then of course you have the Celestial Lions with the white lion emblem. Also looks good. I did work on that one. just taking credit for everything. No, but these guys are doing some crazy work. And if you're not a part of the Discord, you should be, because stuff gets posted over there all the time, and this stuff looks great. Also, what you're seeing right now, these armors, the textures and stuff, it looks way better than what I'm showing you. My computer is just, it's trash, if we're being honest. So yeah, it's not very good. But it would look like, so if you have a better computer than me, it's going to look better than what I'm showing you right now. And when I post screenshots and stuff, some of the people mess with me because they're not super great. But it looks good to me because this is what I'm used to. But yeah, we're going to spend extra time on this guy because, well, yeah, that, his name. And then also, just because Celestial Alliance. And yeah, I don't even know. I'm just talking now. I'm not even actually saying anything. Alright, on to the next one. Oh, right. Yeah. So, this is a Sister of Battle, but we now have their little, I don't even know what to call them. Their orders, like it's kind of like the Sisters of Battle chapters, I guess, how they're separated. But I don't like they don't have any kind of shoulder emblems or anything like that. They have the I don't even know what it's called, the thing on their shoulders. I guess it's all of their symbol, but it's that thing. And then they have either nothing or the Inquisition symbol. But yeah, this one is the Order of Our Martyred Lady. This one is the Order of the Argent Shroud. I would talk about these, but I have no idea about any of them. So the next one, Order of the Bloody Rose. I guess I can also kind of show off the sororitas armor. Also, I know Thomas touches up on this, and anytime he uses them, but this right here, the whatever weirdness is going on with that, it's gonna be fixed before the mod comes out. It looks like it's coming out to grab you. No jokes, please. Yeah, he's gonna fix all this before it comes out, so you guys don't have to worry about that. Okay, the next one, we got the Order of the Ebon Chalice. Pretty cool. I don't really customize these. I put them in sororitas armor and give them a 40k weapon, and then I go about my day or mission or whatever. I give them a name. That's about it. Just because I don't know a whole lot about their color schemes and that kind of stuff. But one day I'll know about it. Okay, the next one, we got the Order of the Sacred Rose. Again, I'm sure that these are probably not the colors that they have. I'm sure they're all either they're probably like blacked out or white out armor that they wear, just because that seems like that would be something that they would do. The next one, alright, this one we got the Order of the Valorous Heart. This looks like maybe a color they might use. I don't know though. I'll have to look into that and maybe get them looking how they're supposed to look for the next one. The next time we add some chapters in, or the next time they add some chapters in. It's not me. I'm not doing it. I help them out a little bit, but they really deserve all the credit for that. I feel like helping sometimes, and I'm sure it helps with the stress of DimDim to not have to also edit a bunch of emblems and stuff like that. So alright, the next one. Alright, we got the Blood Ravens here. I didn't change that. That should be changed, but either way, these are already in too. I'm just showing off the this new chess piece, or this new chess piece is new. This chess piece here is new. go and show. Actually, I think I can do laid back. Yeah. So that's new. I think that is pretty sweet with the plates, and some of them have the Roman numerals. And I wonder if they're gonna. I need to ask Dim about this, if they're gonna have any kind of writing on this. But either way, it looks pretty cool. So yeah, so Blood Ravens, and then the next one. I think the Dark Angels were already in there. If if they weren't, they're in there now. I don't even remember all of the ones that were in there though. So yeah, so we got the Dark Angels with there's the sword and the wings. And then when I got them as dark green as I could get, it kind of gets a little funky when you start getting darker than this. Just because I think like I think it's on like, yeah, it's just on 1%. So that's as dark as you can get it and still be green without it being black. Yeah. So, oh, it did 1%. Come on, 1%. Really? Oh my, really? I can just do, yeah, okay. Alright, so we got the Dark Angels, and then the next one, and then we got the Raven Guard here. And I'm pretty sure their emblem was already in some form. I think the Black Templars were using it also, so I think they both used it. We got the Corvus helmet, I'm pretty sure is what that's called. And then I have the skull over here. I forget what that means. I know the arrow is tactical, the chevron is devastator, and the four-way arrows that make an X are assault, but I'm not super sure what the skull is. But yeah, we got this. I've got them blacked out. I didn't mess with the eyes, so that's probably supposed to be a different color, but I didn't mess with that. I didn't give him a bolter either, because I kind of did this real quick. But that is that. And then the next one. Alright, here we got the Ultramarines. I'm not sure if this is the right blue. I want to say it is. That way I'm not wrong, but deep down I feel like it should be either lighter or darker than this, or just more blue or less blue. I'm not sure. Someone will tell me, I'm sure though. But yeah, I got the gold trim and the good old Greek letter. So that's the Ultramarines. So far we've gone through the Black Templars, Celestial Lions, Blood Ravens, the Ultramarines, Raven Guard. I think that's it. What is that? Black Templars, Celestial Lions, Raven Guard, Ultramarines, Blood Ravens. So 5. So the next one, so we got Blood Angels. I know that the armor trim, well, actually looking at it now, it doesn't look super bad. I know it should be the same color as the armor, like a matte red kinda, but that's as close as I could get to it without making both the shoulders like that. But anything I could find showed at least one of the shoulders having actually like a metallic trim around the edges of the shoulder, so that's as close as I could get to that. But it's closer than I could get without mods, because the Million Colors mod helps with so much stuff. especially doing stuff with Space Marines that you wouldn't be able to do with the normal game. Also, I apologize for my somewhat stopped up nose. Not sure what's going on. Okay, so this is the Blood Angels. So that's 6 we've gone through now. So the next one is going to be at the 7th one. For whatever reason, it did not do what it was supposed to do. Maybe I just didn't do it. Who knows? So I'll be right back for when this guy is done again. Alright, so number 7 is the Soul Drinkers. Got that. Looking good. I can click stuff while I'm like this too. Oh, nice. Alright, and then the next one is the Space Wolves. I know a lot of people like the Space Wolves. I was thinking about taking his helmet off and just giving him some kind of crazy hair, but I figured I'd show off one of these helmets that maybe people haven't seen in the game yet. And I think that one looks pretty sweet, so I went with that instead. So yeah, so we got the Space Wolves, and I believe that is all 8 of the original ones that we had in the game, or that they had in the game. I keep saying we like I'm actually doing something. That they had in the game. So yeah, so we got the original 8 were Blood Angels, Blood Ravens, Black Templars, Celestial Lions, Raven Guard, Soul Drinkers, and Space Wolves. So now we will get into the newer ones that were just added. So the first one, alright, well, while I was flipping through here, I noticed that there was 9 because I forgot to talk about the Dark Angels. So yeah, Dark Angels, 9. Original 9, not 8. But the first of the... Also, I'm not sure about the... this, like, I don't know if so if you're using a chapter whose armor is gray, and you want to have like a normal, like tactical assault devastator or whatever the skull is, like if you want to have like a normal squad, if this will ever be colorable, I'm not too sure, but maybe. So the first of the new that we're going to talk about is the Dusk Raiders. So we have that. I think that turned out really nice. Mr. Shadow, he had most of the... I think he had most of the Traitor Legions. Their pre-heresy emblems. He had them already. Someone made them for him. I think he said it was his cousin had them. And I took those, made them where they can be put in the mod. I changed the colors for some of them a little bit, and then I sent them back to Dim. But this one turned out super nice. I think this one might be my favorite out of all the new ones that I helped work on. But it looks really good. Yeah, so the Dusk Raiders are in. They are in. It is confirmed. So we'll get on to the next one. Alright, and now we have the Emperor's Children. Bear with us. This emblem is very yellow. I see that now. It is also backwards. So I did make this one. I'm not sure what happened to make it so yellow, and I'm not sure what happened that made it backwards. But we're gonna find out, and we'll get it worked out. So no one, don't freak out. All right, if you're one of these people who wants to play Emperor's Children, don't freak out on us. All right. I'm working. We're working. They're working. I'm not doing anything. But yeah, so I will try and get with them to see about whatever made it super yellow, because the one that I made was basically that color. The color of the trim may be a little bit more bright and less worn looking, but it was pretty close to that color. So it shouldn't be yellow. We'll have to find out what caused that, but it's also backwards, so I'm not sure if that's my fault or something that he did when he put it into the game. But yeah, oh, also, if we just cut it right here and go back to the Black Templars, the reason it might be backwards is it could have something to do with excuse me, with now we can put emblems on both sides. So for like the Black Templars, they wear theirs on both sides. They don't have designated squads. It could be that, I'm not sure. It might be that he made it to where it can go on the left shoulder because he did put it in the same, he did them together, right? So he added putting them on the right shoulder, and then he also added that emblem in the same version of the mod, so maybe it has something to do with that. So they're backwards to go on here, and then so if you put it on this shoulder, it might be backwards. I'm not sure, but we'll get that worked out before the mod's released, hopefully. I'll talk to him and see what's going on with the backwards emblem, and I'll probably end up making mirrored images for him so he doesn't have to do it. So going back to the new ones, so we got the Emperor's Children, we got Dusk Raiders, Emperor's Children, and the next one is, alright, you love them, the Inquisition loves them, they're a little bit sketchy, they are the Grey Knights. Yes, they are. I like how the emblems are kind of, they pop out a little bit. They're like 3D. But I think that one looks pretty good. It's not, of course, it's not as good as it could look because my computer, keep that in mind. I'm not working with no military specs over here. But yeah, so I made him a librarian just because if I'm correct, I think Grey Knights are all a little bit psychic-y. Psychic-y, that's not a word. They're all kind of psychers, I think. Could be wrong. But I think they are. I think they're all a little bit psychic. But yeah, so the Grey Knights are in. You can help the Inquisition keep the Imperium safe now. Not sure what's going on. Okay, it just lets you scroll down here for some reason. So yeah, so we got the Grey Knights. I keep saying we. I gotta chill out with the we. They have put the Grey Knights in now. They're in there. I'm pretty sure he knows about this. I think Thomas might have touched up on that in one of his videos about some of them. I think it's just the librarian though. Doesn't have the neck guard or cover or whatever. Like it should be. That's not a good example. But anyway, that shouldn't be there when the mod comes out either. So they'll probably get that fixed. So we got Dusk Raiders, Emperor's Children, Grey Knights, and the next one. So the next one is, make your bets. Place your bets, make your guesses. What's it gonna be? I like the bolter looks kind of different right now. Maybe not. Is it changed a little bit? Can you? Ooh, I'll definitely have to mess with this. Ah, how have I not messed with gun colors yet? Oh. Oh, man. Alright, well, stuff will be done with that. But these are the Iron Warriors. So if you haven't noticed the trend, hopefully you will. Not gonna say it as to spoil anything, but if you go over on the Discord, you could probably find out pretty easy in what order chapters are being mostly put in. Obviously the Grey Knights are in there. That was sprinkled in just because they have a set. So the first 9 chapters that were in there were because they were...
Recruits have never worked in close quarters like the Avenger. Before the war, we might have had time for training, but now they're gonna have to pick things up on the fly.
I'm so done. I'm so done with him. I'll make my own mod that shuts him up. But the first 9 are, I think they put them in there just because they're big names. Except for the Celestial Lions, that was because I bugged them about it and sent them an emblem and got my new job of making emblems. No. But they have a set like list of chapters that they are gonna put in for sure before they start putting in like a bulk of just out there emblems. So once they get that list in, then they'll start putting other ones more often. So like in this one, you've already seen the Grey Knights were added, and a few others that aren't a part of their main like focus for right now. But so they're putting in their main ones, and then they'll sprinkle in some extra tidbits of chapters. But yeah, so Iron Warriors, they're in here now. And the next one. Alright. We are at the next one. Again, place your bets, make some guesses. I kind of tried to, you know, you pay attention to the helmet, this shoulder color over here, it's on here not to designate that he is a Devastator Space Marine, but this chapter uses these. You guessed it, the Minotaurs have been added to the mod. Let's look at this. Get real nice and close so you can see that my computer can't handle this. But yeah, I think that looks really good. Turn them a little bit. Super cool. I love their color scheme, which you can't really show it off in this because there's not like a shiny, like a gold that you can do on their whole armor. But Minotaur's chapter is just cool in general. I would argue that they're more Greek than the Ultra Smurfs. But yeah, so we got Minotaurs now. I can say we, cause we, you know, the people who play it, we have it now. I mean, you guys don't. I have it, cause I'm super lucky. But we, as a general public, now have the access to this. So I can say we. I'll stop getting mad at myself for saying that. In reference to what we have. I'll try not to say we when I talk about them adding things to it, because I haven't added anything to it. I'm not sure what that is right there. That could be part of the shoulder though. Or maybe. Yeah, probably. So yeah, so Minotaurs. On to the next one. Alright, and the next one is the White Scars. They're pretty cool. I could have done without him having a helmet too, and could have gave him crazy hair like the Space Wolves, because these guys are pretty crazy. But yeah, so the White Scars are in. So we have new ones are White Scars, Minotaurs, I don't even know how to say that word. That's crazy. White Scars, Minotaurs, Emperor's Children, Iron Warriors. Are those the only 4 that we've gone through? It might be. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Alright, and for this one, you can probably guess, maybe not. I think they're kind of popular. Most of the people on the Discord know about them. The Raptors. It has been noted that their emblem is a bit large, a bit too large. So I will try and again coordinate with Dim to see if that's something on my end that I can fix and make them smaller, so that they don't take up the entire shoulder for chapters that shouldn't take up the entire shoulder. Oh wow, look at that nice desert that is made up of tiles, just like the rest of the game. But yeah, so that should be fixed. They might have that fixed in the next build of the mod. So stuff, I guess, I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, so that should be fixed pretty soon. I'll try and get that worked out with them, because that could be something on my part. Before I send them to him, I might be able to just shrink it a little bit. So the next one, yep, the boys in yellow are now in the mod. The Imperial Fists. It has been noted that the large fist all by itself that takes up the whole shoulder pad is, I believe, what I was told is reserved for high-ranking members of the chapter and officers and stuff like that. So that'll get fixed. We'll get the more common emblem in there, so that there's hopefully less conflicting stuff with lore. But the boys in yellow are in the game. They are. I love the Imperial Fists. They would go well, right? So Musashi released the Ballistic Shield mod. Yep, Imperial Fists with shields. It's possible now. I don't actually... This is the... strangely enough, I think this is the build of the game that I had earlier that broke, that I couldn't play anymore. But nothing was wrong with Dim's mod. It was some other stuff that was messed up. So when I added the... Oh no, you can. Well, looky there. That's not a very good shield, but because I haven't got far enough to unlock them. But hopefully in the next part, like showcase episode that I do like this for any new chapters that get released, hopefully I'll have a better shield to show off. But this looks pretty sweet. I haven't thought about doing this yet. That is gonna get screenshotted real quick. this. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Alright. On with the rest of it. Alright, and the last, but definitely not least, and I'm going to be disappointed if you're a fan of this chapter and you can't tell who they are just by looking at this. I'll give you a hint. Flamer, green. You get 2 seconds. 1, 2. These salamanders, or as Thomas calls them, the chapter with the coolest emblem and the uncoolest name. I don't know why he doesn't like salamanders. To be fair, their name did used to be Dragon Warriors, so I think that salamanders is a bit of a step down, but salamanders is still cool and very fitting, because they do like their fire. But yeah, so they're in now. Man, does that emblem look good. I like how he, so Dim puts him through I sent him to him. Actually, I think Thomas sent him that one because he found it on the internet. But, so we send him to him, and then he puts him through like a filter or something that makes him look worn on some of them. Except for, probably he didn't have to do that for the Minotaur's one because that was already pretty worn looking. But for most of them, I think he does that where it kind of makes him look scraped off a little bit. Got some battle damage. But yeah, so the salamanders, and man, are they cool. So let's go through here as a recap. So now in the game are the Black Templars with their actual emblem. We have the Celestial Lions. He's looking a bit tired or wounded. We have now, let's just quickly do this, Order of our Martyred Lady. For all you Sororitas fans out there, we have the Salamanders. Order of the Argent Shroud. That'd be cool if I could give her a hood, because I feel like that would be fitting. We have the Order of the Bloody Rose. We got Blood Ravens making a glorious return. Dark Angels. That looks pretty cool too. I like that green. Order of the Ebon Chalice. Dusk Raiders. Emperor's Children. We're definitely gonna do something about that. Order of the Sacred Rose. Grey Knights, I forgot to say them again earlier, but yes, they are in. Imperial Fists. That looks freaking cool. I know that's like the crappiest possible shield you could give somebody, but it looks like you know what he probably did? They were like, we're about to storm this building, and he saw a car on the street and he just ripped its door off, and now he has a shield. That's probably what happened. We got Iron Warriors with a purple gun, because why not? I just figured out you could do that with Dim's guns. Minotaurs, that looks freaking cool too. That's a guard. It was the last guard. I had to change these people from what they originally were. Raven Guard. Now not sharing an emblem with the Black Templars. They have their emblem all to themselves now. Order of the Valorous Heart. Ultramarines, of course, because it can't be Warhammer without Ultra Smurfs. White Scars. That looks pretty cool too. I couldn't get it as like it's shiny. I feel like it's supposed to be flat, not shiny, but oh well. It still looks pretty good. Raptors. I love this pose. It looks a lot like if you look up Raptors 40K, his pose when you switch to him. Like that's, I mean, it's pretty close. Anyway, yeah, so we'll also get that hopefully shrunken down a little bit so it doesn't take up his whole arm. Blood Angels, Soul Drinkers, and Space Wolves. That looks freaking cool too. I love their color scheme. Alright, that's it. So that was the recap of all of them. I think I'm probably gonna do one of these every time some chapters get added to the build of the mod that we have as testers. So you can hopefully look forward to that. And if you haven't, you guys really should go check out the Tommy Trials channel on YouTube. If you haven't, I feel like most of the people who are probably watching this came from him or have heard of him or seen his videos on this too. Because I'm pretty sure if you look up XCOM 2 Warhammer mod or 40K mod or whatever on YouTube, it probably comes up his stuff first. But anyway, yeah, definitely go check out him. Check out Shadow's channel, MrShadowCX. He does cool stuff on his channel. He doesn't cover just this mod. He's got some other stuff that he's working on, that his team is working on, his modder team. Definitely join the Thomas Trials, the Tommy Trials. I think I said that in the last video. I kept saying the Thomas Trials, but that's not. It's the Tommy Trials. Definitely go on to that Discord, join it up. There's a lot of people over there. If you're into 40K lore, someone can probably tell you more than you already know. And if they can't, then you can tell people things that they don't already know. You can be that guy. We give suggestions for how to make things work better, or if you're a modder and you need help doing things, there's like 20 modders, XCOM 2 modders on that Discord. So if you need help with anything, you can go on there. We have a special channel on there for getting help doing stuff, and I'd say pretty much all of them are pretty helpful. Most of them are happy to help people who are just starting out, or even experienced people, helping them do things that they might not know how to do. So definitely check out that Discord. Join my Discord, because there's like no people on it. Come on, I want to talk to you guys, and play games with you, because I've got like 60 games on Steam, and I play Xbox. So I mean, come on, join the Discord, play games with me. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. So hit that like button if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more of this stuff, even click the bell if you want to make sure, because apparently sometimes videos don't even show up in subscription boxes unless you have the bell. And check out MrShadowCX's channel and the Tommy Trials, and that's it. So I will see you guys in the next part. Peace.